What's going on, folks? It's your boy Marcus from Team B4L. I'm bringing you my exclusive Prank Kids deck profile. But first, I want to give a shout out to Pal Manga Mats for this awesome playmat and these beautiful Prank Kids tokens. Look how shiny they are. This deck is amazing because it does so much on your opponent's turn. And I love the interaction I can get with my opponent because this deck does so much with all the fusing and the linking. So let's get into this deck profile. First, I'll start off with the main deck. Prank Kids Fansies, Prank Kids Dropsies, Prank Kids Lampsies, and Prank Kids Roxies. Pretty much they all do the same thing when they're used as link and fusion material. Fancy sends a Prank Kids card from the deck to the graveyard, and then it can special summon one of its counterparts. Prank Kids Dropsies, same thing, but you're paying 1,000 life points. Special summon another Prank Kid monster. Lampsies burns your opponents for 500 life points. And Roxies, you banish a card from your hand and draw a card from your deck and special summon another Prank Kids monster. So they float very easily. They swarm the field very easily. Next for hand traps, I run 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Spell. I feel like Ghost Spell is very good in this format. She is definitely a come up of the hand traps. I run 3 DD Crow, very good in this format. And then I run 2 Effect Veilers. That's it for the hand traps. Yes, it's very hand trap reliant, but I feel it's necessary in this format. Sad but true. Going into the spell cards, I play 3 Prank Kids Places. This is the chain blocker of the deck. That's why this deck is so great, because I don't have to worry about Ash Blossom too much. I run 2 Prank Kids Pandemonium, the fusion spell of the deck. It's great because it's a quick play spell card, so I can fuse on my opponent's turn, so it helps with lots of interactions. I play 2 Prank Kids Pranks. I know most people only play 1, but I like it at 2 because Cosmic Cyclone's a thing. And the deck, you really need to recycle your cards because you go through your main deck like crazy. I play 3 Polymerizations, the extender of the deck. Sometimes using Polymerization is better than Pandemonium just because you don't get that locked in a Prank Kids plays. So when I want to go into Boar Sword or Appaloosa, I just use Polymerization if I have it in my hand. I play 2 Thunder Dragon Fusions. Again, like I said, recycling in this deck is important, and I feel like this card is very OP in this deck. That's why I love it. So I run it at 2 because I want to see it. Or maybe I just dump it with Anaconda, but whatever happens first. And then for one-ofs, I play Regeki because I love blowing up boards. Instant Fusion speaks for itself. And Prank Kids Plan. Prank Kids Plan lets me link summon on my opponent's turn. So more interactions on my opponent's turn. It can make 2 or 3 monsters. It's very good. And then the last 2 cards in the deck, I'll play 2 Infinite Impermanences. Speak for themselves. Going off into the extra deck. First, I play a Prank Kids Rip Roaring Roaster, Harpy's Feather Duster on legs, because he can anytime destroy all spell and trap cards my opponent controls, which is awesome. And if I have him on board and he's destroyed by my opponent, I can add any card, that's right, any card from my graveyard to my hand. That's pretty impressive to me. Next, I play 2 Prank Kids Dodo Doodle Doo. When he's summoned, I can add any Prank Kids spell or trap from my deck to my hand, and then I can tribute him to add any Prank Kids cards from my graveyard to my hand. Next, I play 2 Prank Kids Bow Wow Bark. On my opponent's turn, same thing as Dodo Doodle Doo, I can add 2 Prank Kids cards from my graveyard to my hand. But also, when I do this, he protects my Prank Kids cards from being destroyed by card effects. And also, if he points to a Prank Kid monster, that monster gains 1,000 attack. That's pretty good for fighting those big guys. Next, the new Prank Kids monster, Prank Kids Meow Meow Mew. This is the new Prank Kids card that came out recently. Pretty much when this card is in my graveyard and I activate a Prank Kids quick effect on my opponent's turn, I can banish this card instead of tributing that monster, so I can keep my Rip Roaring Roaster or my Bow Wow Bark on field without having to tribute. Next for the boss monsters, Prank Kids Battle Butler, Regeki on legs. At any time, I can use his quick effect, Tribute himself, or banish Meow Meow Mew to Regeki the board. He's our 3K beater. He turns into 35 if I have Prank Kids placed on the field. And if he is destroyed, I can special summon any Prank Kids monster from my graveyard to the field. Next, I play 2 Prank Kids Rocket Ride. When he's summoned, I can minus 1,000 attack from him and he can attack my opponent directly. Also, I can tribute him to special summon 2 Prank Kids monsters from my graveyard to the field. Next, I play the 1 Prank Kids Weather Washer. He is a good card because if any of my Prank Kids monsters attacks, my opponents cannot activate any card effects during that battle phase. Also, on my opponent's turn, quick effect, I can tribute him and special summon 2 Prank Kids monsters from my graveyard and they cannot be destroyed by a battle. And now into the non-Prank Kids cards. Borrow Sword, OTK, self-explanatory. Appaloosa. And totally awesome because we have 2 level 2 monsters that can go into totally awesome. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. That is the end of my Prank Kids deck profile. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll talk to you guys later.